It's my favorite time of the month. It's time for the game. Hello and welcome to my channel, The Danish Fruitaholic. My name is Silka and today I will be playing my TBR game, the animation game. First, let me go through last month to kind of determine if I need to move any spaces back. Last month I got Vivica, which was to read a book that was signed. I completed this by reading These Violent Delights by Chloe Gong. I reread it simply because I really want to read Our Violent Ends this month. I was supposed to do it last month, but I had my internship in January and I was beyond tired every single day. Like, I went to bed at like 8 and woke up at like 4:30 every single day for 3 weeks straight. So I couldn't really, concentrate. I tried to read on the train, it just didn't work out. So we have 3 books that I read, but I'll cover them in a wrap up. Then I have Beast, which was to read a book with an ampersand on the cover. I had originally chosen Legends and Lattes, but I actually ended up reading The Bright and the Pale instead, which is a book that I've had for a while. I think it's one of the first fairy loots that I've gotten. And I don't know. I never read it and now I haven't. I'm so glad I did. Like, the last sentence in it, impeccable. Like, it was so good. Then I have Ben 10, which is to read a book that features monsters. For this, I had originally picked These Violent Delights or Our Violent Ends, I think, was the ones that I picked. I'm actually not sure. But I ended up reading Rat Queens Volume 1 instead, and that definitely counts for featuring monsters. As you know, or as I said a couple seconds ago, I have only read 3 books this month. So that means that RJ, Brown on the cover, and Clara, Hidden Identity, has not been fulfilled and will be going back into the pile for March. So I also need to move 2 spaces back on the board. Also this month I am switching to a D10, is that what it's called? A 10-sided die instead, simply to just move the process along a tiny bit, with it being like 2 more possible like high numbers that I can get, because it is a longer board. It will take me longer to get to the castle, way longer than before, so I felt like adding those 2 additional numbers to my rolls would be fine. Also because this time around I do have some consequences, like in the villains category, so I feel like that would be fine. Let's get into the rolls. We are starting out with moving 2 steps back. First roll. 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. DreamWorks. We have a book number generator and it needs to be sorted by genre. We are starting off strong with a DreamWorks, and we got Spirit, which is a book number generator sorted by genre. So I'm gonna find my computer and find my Excel sheet with all of my books in it. We have it sorted by genre now. So it's between 1 and 255. All right, we're ready. Let's generate 203. 203. Okay. Interesting. I'm just going to take a screenshot of this so that you can see what it even is. I'm going to find it. Where even is it? Ow! Alright, so this book number generator thing gave me In the Ravenous Dark by A.M. Strickland. I don't even know what this is about. Magic is rare and no powers are... Interesting. I think I'm actually going to go into it blind. I was just about to read on the back and I'm like, no. I'm gonna go into it blind. It seems like I should be able to read this rather quickly. Like, the font is like a decent size. And also it's how many pages? Let me just see. 390 pages, so fingers crossed. Also, I have 1 week of vacation this month and 1 week of traveling with my class to Prague. And I'm gonna bring some books because, like, it's a bus trip, so like there's no weight limit. So I think I'm gonna bring some books and then just read whatever I have time to read. So, but this is the first book of my February TBR. Interesting. Second roll. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Oh, so close to treat yourself. Damn it. It's others. Color in the title. For my second roll, I got Apple White from Ever After High, and this is to read a book that has a color in the title. So what I've actually started doing whenever I get a card is go to my book cart with all of my like priority reads. Most of them are from the 24 books in 2024. I've actually come up with something that I'm gonna do for that, and I'm excited to do it. I think I'm gonna work on it today, maybe tomorrow, maybe Sunday, I don't know. Oh yeah, filming this Friday, posting it Saturday. So I went there. There was 2 that fit. One I was a little bit more excited for than the other. So I am gonna go for The Scarlet Alchemist by Kylie Lee Baker. I'm so excited for this. Scarlet is a color, so that is why it fits. I am beyond excited for this. Like ever since I got it in the Fairy Loot a couple months ago, I was just like, oh my god, let me read it ASAP. So here we are. Scarlet Alchemist is on my February TBR. Third roll. 3. 1, 2, 3. DreamWorks again. It is Sinbad, and I need to read a fantasy. Next up, I got Sinbad from Sinbad, The Legend of the Seven Seas, and that is to read a fantasy book. I was very back and forth between 2 books for this one. I was thinking Cage of Dreams by Rebecca Schaeffer, or the book that I ended up going with, Our Violin Ends by Chloe Gong, simply because I have just reread These Violent Delights and I don't need to reread City of Nightmares, but I want to. So I think I'm gonna try and pick City of Nightmares and Cage of Dreams in the same month so that I can reread and, you know, read them back to back, because I think that would be cool. I think I'm gonna prioritize not bringing this to Prague, so finishing it before then. So I have this like upcoming week and then the week after that, because I'm going to Prague in week 8 and I have vacation in week 7, so that's good. I'm excited to finally complete this damn series, and I know I've said that before, but I'm actually really determined to finish it this time. More so than before. Fourth roll. 7. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Another DreamWorks. We have Tigress, and that is to read a book that has stencil sprayed edges. For the fourth roll, I got Tigress from Kung Fu Panda, and that is to read a book that has stencil sprayed edges. So for this, I took my book card, kind of turned it around, and was like, okay, which ones have stencil sprayed edges? And I know what you're gonna say. I know what you're gonna say. That Silka, these aren't stencil sprayed edges. These are digitally sprayed edges. However, I'm counting them because it's a fairly simple design that's on it and it could look stenciled. Am I bending the rules? Yes. It is what it is, and you're gonna have to live with it because I cannot wait any longer to read Divine Rivals. These are the edges that I'm talking about. They give stencil sprayed edges vibes, whereas what I would classify, I'm trying to justify this, and I know I can't, but this is what I think of when I think like digitally sprayed edges, and these kind of look more stenciled, but I know that they're also digital because they're like little stamps on them, so I am aware that I'm cheating a little bit, but I also don't care all that much because I want to read Divine Rivals. I feel like these count enough. They look close enough to being stenciled for me to want to count them. I'm super excited for this book. Like, I can't wait any longer. It looks too good. Final roll. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. A free pick in the DreamWorks pile. Alright, let's see what we have. I'm gonna go with Jack Frost, and that is to read a book that has snow, ice, or frost on the cover. Finally, I got a DreamWorks free pick, and for that I ended up going with Jack Frost from Rise of the Guardians, and that is to read a book that features snow, ice, or frost on the cover. I decided to go with Wrath and Mercy by Jessica Rubinkowski. It might be hard to see because of the shine, but there is actually like an ice sculpture here, and basically everything is made of ice. Well, actually I don't know that. The castle could just be white, but this statue is definitely covered in ice. That's very easy to see, and there are some ice things down here as well. So, I am going to be reading Wrath and Mercy, and then completing a series, guys! If this TBR works out, I will be completing 2 series this month. That's insane. Unheard of that she's completing series in the second week of the second month of the year. What the hell is going on? Who is she? No, but it's just, I really enjoyed The Bright and the Pale, and I'm excited to continue with this one. I have it as an audio, so I think I might listen to it there and then try and read the rest of them as physical books, but we'll see. Maybe I'll also read this like physically, because it's a little bit more like, it's smaller than some of the other ones, so it might be a good book to bring to Prague. Whereas, I'm not sure which ones I'm bringing. I think I'll figure that out when I get a little closer to it. So, this is my TBR. I also have Rhapsodic, that one first line. So that could also be a book that I'm bringing to Prague. But these are the official picks. So I have The Scarlet Alchemist, Our Violent Ends, Divine Rivals, Wrath and Mercy, and The Ravenous Dark. Exciting stuff. I'm really excited for this. I think it's going to be a good reading month. If I complete all of them, that would be good. Thank you so much for watching. Please leave a comment telling me which books you will be reading in February. If you just want to let me know that you're here but don't want to comment, you can always leave a green heart. If you like this video, please hit the like icon, and if you want to see more of my bookish content, please consider hitting that subscribe button. It will mean the world to me. And until I see you next time, bye!